trying to promote responsible pet ownership, but this particular set from 2007 went one step too far. So basically she had this puppy named Tanner, and you could feed the puppy and then it would literally poop out what you fed him, which is kind of a strange concept, but I get it. But the magnet inside the scooper accessory would constantly come loose, and kids were constantly swallowing it, so there were a few accidents and this toy was pulled from shelves. The next toy is called Clackers, and this toy was actually around in the 70s. This novelty toy got taken off the market just a decade later for a major safety hazard. The acrylic balls would often crack or shatter in tiny shards that could fly into people's faces. So kids would bring these to school or to the playgrounds and they would fling them around, and they would often break and basically explode everywhere, and the tiny pieces could get into your eyes, into your mouth. They just caused a lot of problems. The next thing were mini hammocks. You've probably laid in one of these hammocks growing up, but they had to recall approximately 3 million mini hammocks in 1996. The reason they did this was because 12 children actually died playing on these hammocks. If you think about it, hammocks are basically just made out of loose ropes, and sometimes kids would actually get tangled up in it and couldn't free themselves. The next item is Rollerblade Barbie. Out of all of Barbie's careers and hobbies, this one from the 90s definitely caused a firestorm. So whenever she would skate around, sparks would literally come out of the back of her rollerblades. So if you rolled her over like a flat surface, she could catch anything around her on fire. The next item is a Hannah Montana pop star card game, which sounds so random to be on this list. Like, why would that be bad? It was so alarming because this card game contained a whopping 3,000 parts per million worth of lead. Now, they say that lead is the second most deadly household toxin in existence. So no toy out there should contain more than just a little tiny bit of it, and there should be none at all. But this card game had so much that people were actually getting sick just playing it. The next item is the Fisher-Price Power Wheels. This popular Fisher-Price battery-powered ride was a fire hazard in the late 1990s. The company had to recall 10 million kiddie cars and trucks after 150 reports of fires. So what's terrifying is that this little car would actually just randomly catch fire. The next item is called Flubber, and no, I don't mean the movie. In the early 1960s, Hasbro released a product called Flubber, and right after it was released, there were so many reports of people having rashes and sore throats.